Hey you guys, we're back with another video, and today's video is going to be all about our budget. You guys have been asking me for some time now to do a budget and show you guys just how we budget our money, so I'm gonna do that today. Now, I'm going to be using real numbers. These are our real salaries. This is my real budget, and I had to do it today, so I figured I would go ahead and film it for you guys. So first things first, when I do our budget, I think I showed you guys this before, I just use my Happy Planner. So I do have my planner sitting right here. If you guys haven't seen any of our planner videos, go ahead and check out the link above. I'll go ahead and put it in the card so you can check out different planner videos that I have. I've created a vision board in this planner, and I've also showed you guys how I plan out my months. So I have it sitting over here for reference because I will reference back to the planner. And what I do is actually put this Happy Planner note paper, this is just the grid paper, I put that into the Happy Planner for the month as I'm doing our budget. I do our budget bi-weekly because that is how we get paid, and it's just easier that way. And FYI, my husband and I do our budget together about a week in advance, so we've already done that, and now I just need to write it into my planner. So first things first, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a border on this paper. I suck at creating straight lines, but you guys, this doesn't have to be perfect unless you really want it to be. So you should have something like that, just a little border, and then I'm just going to write budget at the top of the page and then also date it for our pay dates. So that's how it looks. I put two different pay dates, so the two pay dates that we usually have for the month, I put them on one sheet so I can see it, and then I pop this in at the beginning of every month in my Happy Planner so I know what our projected budget looks like. And then once we do get paid on the other side, I put in the real-time budget. So I add the money that is left over in our bank account, in our checking account from the pay before. I add that to what we got paid and then take out the exact amount for the bills. What I'm doing now is just an estimate. Most of the numbers I do know because some of the bills don't change every month, but for the ones that do, I just do an estimate. I also use pencil when I do this just in case I have to erase. So we're gonna get started. So we start with $3,300. Now let me give you a little background on what this number is. We do have our money separated, so this money will not pay the mortgage. This money is not our savings. We've already paid ourselves because what we do is allocate our paycheck to different bank accounts. So we've already paid ourselves at this point when we get to this number. We've saved money. We have put our mortgage payments up as well as our sinking funds. We don't do a full sinking fund, but we do have an account for different expenses that might come up. And then we also have already put away our grocery money. So this money is strictly, it pays most of the household bills, plus it's our extra leftover money for the week. So due this week, our car payment is $430. And then I just have my phone here as a calculator. Normally I would calculate it by hand, but we'll make this clean and pretty. That gives us $28.70. Next we have daycare expenses. So that is $160. And you guys, my handwriting is atrocious, so sorry, but it is what it is. Next, I have a credit card bill to pay. And I have all of my credit card bills, or my credit cards, numbered in my planner, in another section in my planner, so I know which credit card bill this is. I also want to pay off my Amazon bill. And that balance is $574. And that will be completely paid off. So you guys, it is just a habit for me to calculate this by hand because to me it's just so much easier, but that leaves us with $2,036, and those are honestly all of the bills. Let me write paid off on here. Those are all of the bills that we have to pay for this pay cycle. So now this is where I go in and add any extras, anything else that we need to buy for the next 2 weeks. And this is also where my planner comes in handy. So what I can do is take a look at my calendar. There's not really much going on for March, but I do have some notes written over here, which just says to make a hair appointment. But now I am not going to get my hair straightened because me and my husband plan on working out a lot more and it'll just be a waste. So I don't have to do that. So I can actually take that off of the list. And then I have to make a dentist appointment, but that's not gonna cost any money. The only extra thing I can think of that's going to cost us money, we have a birthday party on the 17th. And I need to buy gifts for 2 little toddler boys. So I estimate I'll spend about $70 on those 2 gifts. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. My husband is taking Amari to a wrestling match. So he already bought the tickets, but I'm sure they're gonna want drinks. Mari's gonna want a souvenir and all of that. So I have budgeted $100 for that. Did I spell wrestling right? If I didn't, don't persecute me. Also during this 2-week period, we're gonna go to church twice. So probably about $150 we're going to put into church as our tithes. We also like to eat out, which we shouldn't, but I'm just gonna put $200 for restaurants and eating out. And the reason I put so much is because we do have a family of 5. So if we go to one restaurant, like one sit down restaurant as a family, it's easily $100. So if we do that twice, you're looking at $200. If we do it once, we'll have $100, plus there will be $100 left over in case we go to fast food restaurants or something like that. The next thing I'm gonna add are just random purchases. So I have a personal budget of $150. So I'm just gonna put CC random. And this is for anything that I wanna buy, clothes, makeup. You guys know what I love, so that's that. I'm gonna put Mark's personal budget, which is also $150 for him to do whatever it is he would like with. And then lastly, if anything family or kid related comes up that we need to spend money on, household supplies like cleaning stuff or anything like that, I'm just going to add $100 for random family purchases. And we don't do cash envelopes or anything like that. I find that to be more trouble than it's worth. So this is just what we do, and then we keep track of what we spend. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the line going down the middle, just so I have enough space for next week's budget. Let's just keep going. And this is what we have left over, $1,116. I don't like to do a zero-based budget anymore. I used to, but I found that it was just way too restrictive for us, and we do a lot better when we have leeway in our budget. So this $1,116 hopefully will carry over to the next pay cycle, and then we just continue to build our savings account. So this is how we do things, you guys. It's pretty easy, and as the week goes on, as we get get closer to that pay date, what I will start to do is start to pay these bills one by one. We have money in our checking account, so technically I could pay these bills now, but I like to wait until we get paid, or closer to getting paid at least, just in case something else comes up. That way we don't have to take from our savings account or any of the other accounts that we have. So this is just how we do our budget. It works for us. We were using Dave Ramsey's zero-based budget method like I just mentioned, but again, it's just way too restrictive. So my only advice is to make sure you find something that works for you. It's nice to look at people's like different YouTube videos or read books and get some ideas, but make something that works for you, because everything does not work for everybody. And once again, once we get to payday and all the money is in the account, what I do is I do the same little method with the box and everything, and I just flip this over and I write our real-time numbers in here. So we have a running checklist, a running total of what we really have in our account. Again, this is just an estimate based off of the money that will be going into our checking account on payday. It doesn't take into account what's in our account. It doesn't take into account the other money that we have in our other bank accounts either. So that's it, you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you guys would like other videos circled around our budget and how we manage our money, make sure you leave us a comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.